has said that she would protect and enhance Social Security just this past week. That seems like pretty ambiguous, to protect and enhance. What do you make of that?
I don't know. You might, this probably.
What's happening? I don't know what's happening. You want some more water?
No, I'm good.
You're good. What's that? Yeah, do you have a question? Hi, nice to meet you. What's your question? Yeah, hold on, I don't have a mic though. I don't have a mic. You have a mic? Where you at though? Is there a mic? Why don't you come up here and I'll give you my mic? Greg? Sit down. So, okay, I want to make sure I'm hearing this right. Oh, there you are. Good, what's your name? Tia Oso. Nice to meet you. Okay.
Tia Oso, nice to meet you.
Where are you from?
I'm from Arizona.
Oh, yeah. Good to meet you.
You have a question? Oh, give him my mic.
Good morning, Netroots. My name is Tia Oso. Today is my last day as an Arizona organizer for the Black Alliance for Just Immigration. We are a national organization that engages African Americans with a progressive analysis on racial justice and migrant rights in order to work with immigrants of color from Africa, the Caribbean, and other countries in order to advance a social and economic justice agenda to build a multiracial democracy. I want to welcome you to Arizona. And thank you so much.
Sure.
So Netroots Nation being in Arizona is significant for several reasons, right? Arizona is indigenous land. We're called as Phoenix, Arizona, but really the border was drawn right by white supremacist manifest destiny. And without the innovations, right, of the indigenous people, right, building the canals, this would be an uninhabitable desert, correct? I just want to give a little bit of context about what we're here to do today. On Monday, that was the July 13th, it's the 2-year anniversary of the Black Lives Matter, creation of the Black Lives Matter hashtag, right, political project. That has moved, right, from an online political project to an on-the-ground social justice initiative that has reignited the fight for racial justice across the globe, right, and Black struggles across the globe. There's also the 1-year anniversary marking the death of, Eric Garner. And also, Sandra Bland died in police custody in Texas. So right now, here today, we want to take a moment at Netroots to acknowledge the lives lost every 28 hours, but specifically the Black women's lives that are lost.
How many hours? How many hours?
Every 28 hours.
Every 28 hours.
Okay, yes. Black woman, man, or child. Because we think it's important. And we demand, just as I demanded from Netroots several times, and then decided to go ahead and create, right, a local-focused, Black-focused space to connect local Black community organizers with organizers who are here from around the country for Netroots, right? Because that's something that we had to do, right? That we should not have had to do, right? Black Roots. Hashtag Black Roots, okay? Because when they announced they wanted to come to Arizona and talk about immigration, I wondered, are you going to talk about the 25% of Black immigrants in Arizona who are here as asylees and refugees because of U.S. foreign policy? Are you going to talk about, when you go on your border tour, are you going to talk about the individuals that come from Cameroon and Somalia and Jamaica and Central America? Are you going to talk about the Garifuna? Are you going to talk about the Afro-Latinos? Are you going to talk about the Afro-Mexicans that are being caught at the border? But I knew that you would not, right? I wanted to know, are you going to talk about Arizona and our state legislators, 75% of whom are members of ALEC, who introduced legislation into the Arizona state legislature unedited, The state that passed SB 1070, the state that passed SB 1062 twice, the state that passed SB 1445, the Senate bill that would have kept secret the names of police officers that commit deadly use of force and redacted their names from their disciplinary records, that we had to come together as a black and brown community to tell Governor that we need to be tough. Welcome to Arizona. Welcome to Arizona, where Monica Jones, a black trans woman, cannot walk down the street. Today cannot walk down the street, okay? Welcome to Arizona, where the Martin Luther King holiday was repealed by a Republican governor, and we had to take initiative to put a ballot referendum, right, to entrench that you will honor the legacy of black people. If we're gonna call this a progressive space, we must always and unapologetically and unequivocally center black leadership that has made every single gain of progress in this country.
You're right.
So we are going to hold this space. We are going to acknowledge the names of black women that have died in police custody. And then, Governor O'Malley, we do have questions for you about what is your agenda going to be to make sure that black lives do matter, and that as a leader of this nation, will you advance a racial justice agenda that will dismantle, not reform, okay, not make progress, but that will begin to dismantle structural racism in the United States?
Yes.
You want to answer that now? You want to answer that now?
No, we're going to do the action, reading the names of black women.
Just starting over there. So we have questions for him too. Wait, let's figure out a way to do this together. I have no idea what's happening. Is that? I can't do that. Sorry. The moment I take the mic away from her. No. I'm moving. One question, and I gotta get serious. Okay, so please. If you can ask that one question right now, so we can figure this out. Go ahead.
If I die in police custody,
We'll be done with the action in just a minute, and then you can answer the question.
Okay.
Tia Osa.
Tia. My people came here as immigrants from Ireland. The three generations ago, they settled in Bisbee. They left right before that big cattle car thing that they did. You know, in Bisbee, where they dropped them in the desert.
governor a chance to respond. Give the governor a chance to respond. We hear you.
We hear
We
you.
hear you.
Please,
We hear
please
you.
know that we hear you.
Please give the governor a chance to respond.
One question. One question. One question. Patrice. Hold on, everybody. Wait. Everybody take a little breathe. Okay. Right, breathe. One question. Patrice. All right, one question, man. You're gonna get one. Patrice, go ahead. Where's the mic? Want to give? Right here. Can you give it to her, please? Thank you. Is Patrice, one of the co-founders of Black Lives Matter. Please, everybody.
Okay, so first of all, it's not like we like shutting shit down. It's not like we like shutting shit down, but we have to. We are tired of being interrupted. The governor is going to be able to speak. We know that he's been here. We also know that Senator Bernie Sanders is back there. We appreciate you listening to us in the audience, holding space for us. But let me be clear. Every single day, folks are dying. Not being able to take another breath. We are in a state of emergency. We are in a state of emergency. And if you don't feel that emergency, you are not human.
I see you.
Give me a second.
You want to get your question?
Yes.
Go ahead, Patrice.
We have 4 questions.
Patrice, one question.
The question we have, and I'll just mix all my 4 questions in one if that's what you want to do. It really boils down to the fight for black and brown lives. It really boils down to not what you have done, but what you will do. What will you do to stop police unions battering our names after their law enforcement kills us? I want to hear concrete actions. I want to hear an action plan. That's what we want to hear, and we want to hear it from Bernie Sanders too.
All right, thank you. Thank you. As a member of the board of Netroots Nation, I thank you for your voices. I thank you for your courage. I thank you for your commitment. I'm not silencing you. I want to make sure that the governor, you came here to get a response. Let's hear the governor's response.
Sure. Jose, look, Jose, let me say a couple things. First of all, I think that all of us as Americans have a responsibility to recognize the pain and the grief throughout our country from all of the lives that have been lost to violence, whether that's violence at the hands of police or whether that's violence in the hands of civilians. For many years, we have required...
Hold on one second.
Sure. Well, I'll just share with you, I'm trying to respond to the call of your question as best I can. Hey, look, I know. Hey, look, let me talk a little bit about...
Hold on one second. What just happened there? I'm so lost. Hold on, let's make sure you're getting an answer.
I was trying to...
Guys, hold on a second. I really want to hear specific responses. Back to their point. Not generalities, right? But go ahead. Wait a second. Go ahead. Guys, I want an actual conversation to happen. Please, let's do this. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
Yes, specifically, I believe every police department in America should have to report in an open and transparent and timely way all police-involved shootings, all discourtesy complaints, and all brutality complaints. That should be a
Civilian review boards. What do you think of that?
I believe that all departments should have civilian review boards. We implemented one, and it works, but they have to be staffed, and it's not enough just to have a board. You have to give them the money to hire their own detectives so they can investigate whatever they want to investigate.
What? Will you do that?
Yes, look, yes, I'm going to be rolling out a criminal justice reform package as a candidate for president. And as I do so, I want everyone in this room to ask all of the other candidates for theirs, and for their responses to that.
Hold on.
Look, some of the most important things that we accomplish in life, requires persistence. We did not repeal the death penalty in Maryland the first time we tried, or the second time, but we repealed it the third time we tried. Every life matters. And that is why this issue is so important. Black lives matter, white lives matter, all lives matter. Black lives matter, white lives matter, all lives matter.
So wait a second. Hold 1 second. 1 second. Okay. I think it's really important. I really love that we're holding the governor accountable here. But what's even more imperative is we hold all of the presidential candidates accountable to these specific proposals. We will do that. Yes.